You know this is a bad idea.
Alright, no, you know what? I'm done listening to anything you have to say. I'm going to go in there, I'm going to make a video, and that's it!
Alright, let's just, get this over with, shall we? In the year 2020, Wyatt the Warweaver published 12 videos to his YouTube channel. 4 of them were video essays about a trading card game that he no longer plays. 3 of them were video essays on the Last of Us video game franchise, which are a little cleaner and more ambitious. The strangest video of the year by far was this 96-minute long mostly fully scripted video, which was an explanation of the events of the 2020 Democratic primary. And this video came about through a strange mixture of ambition and sunk cost fallacy. So, you see, what happened was I paid attention to the events of the primary because I found it interesting. And a thought pops into my head while I'm paying attention to it, and that thought is a sort of philosophy that I use to drive a lot of the events of what ends up in this channel, and that's to make the videos that I want to see exist. And I have always wished that someone would come along and explain politics, or just say what happened in politics in ways that were fun and interesting, and I was like, all right, so I'm going to talk about it, and I'm gonna write this massive script over the course of like the entire, like I started in October and just went all the way through March of what was going down, and then I'm going to get really wasted and recite it. And the problem with that is that drunkenness and political content were not like established parts of my brand, and it just came out of left field and was a really bad idea that wasn't particularly well received. Out of the last 4, one of them was a loosely planned vlog, just talking about all the things I learned writing my first book back in 2019. 2 of them were just spur-of-the-moment vlogs, one kind of in a response to coronavirus lockdown, the other the product of a wild night of insomnia and pain, and the last one, of course, being the 3rd annual channel analysis. Out of all of the videos the Warweaver made this year, the largest view count was 359, with the runner-up being 72, and most of the videos just having an utterly pitiful amount of engagement. We gained about 40 subscribers this year, putting our count to around 590, I think. I don't really keep much track of it. And the reason for this just abysmal failure of engagement is quite obvious. If you don't make videos for 10 months, that's totally going to tank your channel in the algorithm, and also everyone who's caring about you is going to leave. And I didn't make enough videos in 2020 to really regain traction. They weren't timed well, and they weren't really what people wanted to see.
What does he know about anything? I'm in charge here. I can do whatever I want.
You can. You could be relaxing. Right now.
I've relaxed enough.
You could work out.
I already exercised today.
You could focus on finding a date.
I do it once the pandemic ends.
Sure, buddy. With the exception of the video with 350 views, none of the videos I put out in 2020 were particularly topical. I made a few videos about Magic the Gathering, but I am not known in the Magic the Gathering community, and thus they did not circulate. I made a few videos about video games, but I am not known in the video game community, and thus they did not circulate. There's no reason external to those factors that anyone would know about my videos, or that the videos themselves would be algorithmically powerful enough to be picked up and circulated on the site. Maybe if I had put up my Last of Us Part 2 video anywhere close to the release date of The Last of Us Part 2, it would have gotten some numbers, but I didn't. I was making videos kind of consistently up to July, and then the Last of Us Part 2 video didn't come out till October. And then I didn't make any more videos for the rest of the year. And so we was kind of in stasis, kind of nothing, And that's fine. It doesn't matter that I didn't get any views, but It would have been nice to have stuck to the consistent schedule the time. It would have been nice to finally make something of all this. Why waste your effort on the channel? It's not like you're ever going to make any money off of it.
What does it take to shut this guy up?
Why not invest more time on the job front? We were doing so well, you just got a promotion.
Yeah, I got promoted at work and I had to change locations and all of my hours and my entire schedule and work-life balance, and I just didn't know where to put in, where to work on videos, and it all just slipped away from me.
But you made manager. That's great.
Shut up.
I'm serious. It's good money.
It's trash money.
And get a better job. You have a resume now. You're a good hire. Get into a big org. Work your way up. You know, for a lot of people, that's the...
I am not letting anyone else tell me what to do.
Then publish the books. When I sat down to make this video, I scrolled through my entire YouTube library of all the content I made, and there's a lot of stuff in there. Stuff that I forgot about. When I started this channel in 2017, I didn't know what I wanted to do with my life. But I knew that I needed some sort of creative outlet. So I was looking around for something to make, something to express, and YouTubers had always brought me so much joy and inspiration. I was like, let's do YouTube. So I just bought some equipment and just started going. I essentially spent all of my graduation money on it. I threw everything I had at the wall. I just reviewed random manga that I read, books that I read. I talked about other YouTubers. I summarized Star Wars lore. And eventually I settled on making video essays because I was in love with video essays. But I had no, like, talent at an editor. I didn't know how to use an editor, and I didn't have anything to like really make you pop on YouTube. No musical ability or drawing ability. I thought I was good at writing, and so that's why I was like, video essays. Like let's do it. And I brute forced it. I made essay after essay with no technical ability, like nothing. I lost hundreds of hours of work, at least 4 different videos, to just stupid technical errors, losing footage, corrupting files, like literally just fat fingering settings in Vegas and not knowing how to fix it. But I kept going through 2017, and by early 2018, I fell into this groove of making video after video, and they started to look like kind of okay. By the summer of 2018, I felt the need to really up the ambition on what I was doing, and I started to make videos that were longer and more emotionally intense. This is where you get Roy Mustang, a man of love and hate, Maso Makita, the heroic clown, how BoJack Horseman is revolutionizing television, the best coming of age story, and that all sort of culminated in new nostalgia, Kingdom Hearts. And these videos were tight. They were far more emotionally impactful and involved, and they made me reveal a lot more of myself to the audience than I ever had before. One of those videos actually received some modest success, got a few thousand views, and that resulted in about 95% of this channel's subscriber growth, that single video. And it even sort of splashed over onto the other ones of similar topics, and that was really encouraging. And I kept going, and as I was going, I built up momentum. My stage presence in front of the camera improved. I loosened up. I got faster in the editing software, and it drained less of me, and it looked like we were actually starting to go somewhere, and then I threw it all away. I'm not going to repeat the sob story of 2019. I bit off more than I could chew. It went bad. I got depressed. I wrote a book. I got out of it. Wrote an entire book. And I came back. 2020, I was like, all right, let's do YouTube again. And yeah, I made some good videos. I think the Felton of the Third Path video like is actually really tight, and I think that The Last of Us, especially The Last of Us Part 2 video, like was really gripping and that they were well constructed, but there's something missing about them. Like there's just a component that was gone. There was a lack of ferocity in it, because I could have made double that amount of videos for the year. I could have made triple that amount of videos. Even with writing my second novel, even with adding more hours of my job, I could have made more. And, you know, I thought it was because I was lazy. I thought it because I didn't know how to work hard, but maybe it was because I'm scared. I was scared that I would try and that I would fail. 2 years ago, I would pour myself dozens and dozens of hours of work into a video that had 30 views. I'd be fine with it because I was learning something, I was gaining something, and a lot of it was because I didn't have anything else. Weaver, why are you doing this?
Why am I doing this? Why am I? Because it's the entire fucking point! Because this is what you wanted me... 4.5 years ago, when the old man croaked, you brought me in to lead this body. Okay, you brought me because I had what the jailer never had, what he never had. I had ambition, I had a plan, and I'm one of them. Okay, I have unlimited time to get us where we're meant to be, to do what we need to do. So stop taunting me and let me do my fucking job like he wanted.
Sure, kid.
Thank you.
But Weaver, you are running out of time. So I'm going to try and make videos again consistently. And maybe it's a bad idea. Maybe, like, the book is enough and that should satisfy me and I should just pour myself into that. But I don't care about views. I don't care about success. I'm just going to try and make them and target to people. And actually, some of them are going to, like, I'm going to try and talk about things I think people want to hear. Because, you know, when people like your stuff, it gives you the dopamine to keep going. But what I'm really aiming for is a consistent release schedule across the whole year. There will be no major breaks this year. I'm going to make videos, be a new one every week or so, a few weeks or so, and it'll just keep going throughout the year. I am going to work on this channel almost every day, even through my work, even through my book. I'm going to carve out time for it. I'm going to get disciplined. I'm going to get consistent. And if I don't do that, if I can't do that, I'm going to quit. I'm going to leave the channel. I'm going to just pack it on, walk away, because it'll just be evident that the game just ain't right for me. So, the next video will be one that I filmed back in 2020 before I went into the crunch to finish my second novel. The two after that will be simple vids that are going to be on wildly different topics, but I still think you'll like them, and that will sort of get me rolling in the editing software, moving up to a lot more ambitious projects. And gonna get back into character analysis and just talking about media and doing what I really want to do. So that's it. There's nothing else to this channel. This is all that's going on. It's just completely separate individual video essays. No continuity. No, totally not a continuing story throughout them. There's nothing interesting here. I'm just a guy. I'm just going to make content for you to enjoy, and that's all there's going to be. It's going to be fun, hopefully. I didn't want this video to be too long. I don't want to do an outro, so the video is just going to end now. Y'all be good.